Welcome to The Man in the Middle. I am your host, Bill West. Welcome to a beautiful, sunny Southern California day. After all this rain we had, we deserve the break. I know we're getting more this the next couple of days, but right now, enjoy the sunshine. Today we're going to talk about Avatar 2: The Way of Water. I was able to see it this weekend, and you know, it's a beautiful movie. I'm not real sure how I like the story, but visually, uh, it was a beautiful movie. The story takes place approximately 10 years after the last Avatar movie, which is convenient because it's been about 10 years since the last Avatar movie. We find that Jake and Neytiri uh, have had a past with kids. Somehow, Grace's avatar uh, got pregnant, and they adopted her kid, and it was we find out that Quidditch, I believe his name, the villain from the last movie, was cloned as a Navi avatar, and he has all the memories of the original Quidditch, but he's he's not the same person. He was born and raised in the Avatar instead of, but he does have all the memories. Uh, it was pretty much the same. No, it's not the same movie. I mean, we get to see the flight of Jake and Neytiri and their children to from their home to uh, what seemed to be Pacific Islander uh, Navi, and how they become, you know, they learn a new way of life, the way of water. Uh, the visuals throughout the whole movie are beautiful. Uh, the new Navi designs, you can see how they're more evolved for the water. Their tails are thicker, their forearms are thicker. Uh, the they they meld with sea creatures instead of the flying creatures. And of course, there's the not interspecies, but interracial romance between Jake and Natiti's son and one of the Islander girls. We also get to see an interracial romance. It looks like between a human and Navi, Grace's daughter, and Carter's son, which is interesting. How in the first movie that he never had a romance. It never seemed that he had a romantic relationship with anybody, but for the story's sake, he had a son, and they had to leave because you can't put a baby in hibernation for for their trip home. We got to see some interesting combat sequences. There was a couple sequences that were unfortunately reminiscent, and that was probably his what he meant to do, of whaling sequences, which were disturbing, not only to my wife and I, but to my daughter, and probably more people out in the audience. I also didn't care that the human landing craft were meant to cause ecological disaster. They show uh, the ships coming down, and they're just burning swaths, uh, square miles of the forest or the jungle or surrounding the landing, and it seems like they're meant to do this, and it's just unfortunate there's a storyline where they say that that Pandora is going to be the new Earth because Earth is dying, and they want to transplant the population from Earth to Pandora. My thought is Pandora the only Earth type in the known galaxy? Because why would you want to transplant people to a planet where you take a breath and you die? I mean, it does not seem logical to me. I mean, I understood when the unobtainium was there and that was the only place in the galaxy. I can understand that. But if you want to move the entire species of humanity to a planet that's going to kill them, I don't think so. I think there's probably better Earth type planets out there. Uh, we get to see not only uh, the Navi, but there's a whale type creature which is intelligent too that the Navi can speak with. Like I said, which are hunted by the humans. They don't say why; they just say they are. Maybe they say why. I don't remember. Uh, it's like I said, it's a very beautiful movie. Uh, the music is great. The visuals are great. The acting, as as much as they can, most of the characters are cartoons. The CGI. Yeah, and it's a 3.5 hour or 3 hour and 15-minute cartoon. Most of everything is CGI. There's very few human characters here, which is unfortunate. It would have been nice to see, more human Navi. Well, I mean, there are some humans. I don't get me wrong, but mostly bad. You know, the corporate types who are out to rape and pillage Pandora for all it's worth, while trying to make it the new home for humanity. Uh, but these are my own story quibbles. The it's doing great at the box office, almost $2 million, which they said they were going to need to get. Uh, Looking forward to Avatar 3, which I hope doesn't take 10 years because I'll be feeble by the time Avatar 5 comes out. If you haven't seen Avatar, I'm sorry for the spoilers. If you have, I hope you. I don't want to say agree. I hope you enjoy this review or this overlook of Avatar 2. If you haven't seen it, go see it. I mean, it's 2 hours. It doesn't seem like a 3 hour movie. It goes by very fast. Uh, I like seeing. I like world building, and there was quite a bit of world building in this. Not only storyline, but we get to see a lot more of Pandora within this movie, and we get to see. They set up uh, Grace's daughter. I think her name is Kitty. We get to see her. Uh, she's manifesting some kind of enhanced abilities where Pandora is involved. We get to, she's almost force-like abilities where she's communicating with fish and the planet itself. We get to see Sigourney Weaver in her character for just a real quick, uh, which looks like it'll be a storyline for the next movie or the movie after. Uh, it was good to see her play, a Navi. She's uh, Grace's daughter, Kitty, I believe it was her name. I know I'm rambling. Uh, I'm trying to think of something negative besides the run. Like I said, the run time. It's a long movie. Pace yourself on your drinks, but it doesn't seem like it goes that long. Uh, it looks like the actor who plays Quaritch is uh, is having a good time as an avatar. He just he. There's a sequence where he runs across his the remains of his prior body, and he's looking at his own skull as like a almost a Shakespearean moment before he decides, nah. He crushes the skull, throws it away. It was a cool movie. It was a cool sequence. The movie is full of cool sequences, and it's like I said, the story seems to be setting up, for two or for three. It doesn't. While it's a complete story on its own, it seems to be setting up for some for something coming up. Now I'm looking forward to that. Uh, my ramble's over. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and enjoy the weather. I know at least here in Southern California, we're finally clear of the rain for a while. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would always look forward to getting new members and interacting with them. You guys take care. Talk to you again soon.